But the whole idea, this episode came from two things. And the first one was Matt used to always say, wouldn't it be great to have little pig-sized elephants? For some reason, Matt's always been infatuated with that idea. He's talked about it since college, having little, he wanted to have a little pet elephant that was the size of a pot-bellied pig. And the other story being my sister in real life, Shelly. I actually have a sister, Shelly, who is 3 years older than me, and she still denies it to this day, but basically she did just kick my ass every single day. I would sort of just come home from school for my daily beating. If she didn't lock me out of the house, sometimes she'd just lock me out of the house and I'd have to sit out in the snow until my mom got home, or actually right before my mom got home. And then sometimes I'd go in and just sort of, I remember one time I had a little wart on my hand, right on my palm, and she grabbed my hand and tore it off with her fingernails. And I bled and forever.
See, I had a younger sister, so I terrorized her.
Yeah.
But I do wonder why they can't make those damn elephants.
But it was actually, I don't think my sister ever gave me black eyes. I mean, it was never enough that my mom could actually see any physical damage.
Did she have headgear?
No, she actually didn't have headgear. That was something we added for comic effect. She had braces, though.
I remember people got headgear. Did you have headgear? Well, I never had braces either. I remember kids have to come to school in headgear, just make them pissed off for like 5 years after that.
And here you can see Jesus and Pals in the background. She did throw me down a flight of stairs once.
That doesn't make any sense because that TV's not plugged in.
Right. But it could be wireless.
See, we think about stuff like that. Boys in a very important band in a young boy's life in the 80s.
And I remember I wasn't really fearful of going home to my sister. I had just sort of resigned myself to. I think it's an important thing. They talk about, they're finally now all these things to help kids who get beat up by their parents and everything. And they need to I think there's a lot of young children there getting beat up by their siblings, and they need to be helped. I needed help then, for sure. You needed help? Yeah. I think it happens all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably worse brother to younger brother, actually. Yeah. Although, I don't know how it could be much worse. And my sister still, to this day, just completely denies it. And it's pretty funny because my sister gets all the time, it's like, you're the Shelly Parker from South Park. And she hates it.
Did she have a big head here?
No, she didn't. And she's always watching Jesus and Pals in this, isn't she? That's a weird statement on things. But this actually came from it. I actually tried this. I actually said, "You're my sister and I love you," and she did beat the hell out of me for saying that. And I think I wasn't that convincing. But look, I'm in a puddle of water for no reason there. That is the I mean, in general, for those that don't know, I mean, I basically am supposed to be Stan, and Matt's basically Kyle, and the parents are sort of based on those parents and everything.
Uh-oh.
And this really came out of a real desire for me back when I was a kid to have some big, mean, nasty version of myself to kick my sister's ass. Because unfortunately, by the time I finally got old enough to defend myself, which was when I was like 27 or so, she suddenly decided we shouldn't fight anymore.
And be cool.
Yeah.
And it never happened.
Yay. The way is paved with gold.
Thanks a lot. Oh boy, you are gonna get it now.
Oh yeah, this sort of came out of the whole.
Everybody hates me. The whole town
Basically,
wants me killed.
this was all based on truth too, which is probably a lot of people can relate to, because though my sister did kick my ass all the time, she also definitely bailed me out of trouble several times too. I remember one time was because of one of those teen chat lines had just come out, like those party lines, and I was on them all the time pretending I was like 8 different people, and I thought it was so funny, and then the phone bill came for like $400. and I was just in so much trouble. And my sister like gave me $200 she'd been saving and said, "Here, give this to mom and dad." I was like, "Wow!" And then she beat the hell out of me for about a month and a half.
That bought
straight.
like 50 beatings.
Yeah.
You've done so much
$4 a beating.
today.